Hi, second grade writers. Today we get to take our plan and we get to start writing our first opinion letter about a character from the book that you chose. So let's look at our learning target for our writing lesson today. Today, I am learning to write an opinion letter so I can share my opinion about the character. So we're going to write our letter so we get to share our opinion about the character in the book that we love. Here are all the steps that we need today. We're going to write a greeting. We're going to write an introduction to hook the reader. We're going to name our opinion. We're going to give our 3 reasons why. And then we'll give elaboration to tell more. And we'll close it up with a final thought. All right? So if I look at my plan, I chose Mercy Watson to the rescue. And the character that I chose was Mercy. And my opinion about Mercy was that she was spoiled. So in my plan, it looked like this. I folded it in half so it's a little bit easier to see. So Mercy is spoiled is my opinion. And then I came up with 3 reasons. The reasons were she sleeps in a human bed, she gets all the hot buttered toast she wants, and she eats at a real table. So today, we're taking our plan, and now we get to draft it into a letter. When you write your letter today, I want you to make sure that you are using your checklist. Okay? This tells you everything that you need to include in your letter. And if you look really closely, you'll notice it looks very similar to your I Can Write a Paragraph checklist in your Red Writing folder, right? Detail 1, detail 2, detail 3, details and elaboration. And then if you look at your checklist today for your opinion letter, instead of it saying detail, it just says reason 1, then tell some more. Reason 2, tell some more. Reason 3, tell some more. So let's get started, and you watch me as I write my opinion letter about Mercy Watson being spoiled. All right, second graders, we're starting our letter. I started with the date at the top and my greeting. I chose to write Dear Class because I'm writing to you. You could choose to write to your teacher. You could choose to write to a friend or maybe a parent. So you get to make that choice for your greeting. Now, when we start our letter, we want to hook the reader. We want to make them excited and get them interested in our opinion. So the first thing on our checklist is that we need to hook the reader with our introduction. One way that you can hook the reader is by asking them a question. So I'm going to start with a question. I'm going to indent here. Have you ever met someone who is spoiled? Because remember, my opinion is that Mercy is spoiled. There's my question mark. I know a pig who is. Okay, so there's my hook and my introduction. Now I need to tell you the title of my book and my character. In Mercy Watson to the rescue, there is a pig named Mercy. I'm going to go back to the book title. I need to make sure that the first letter of every important word is capitalized. Mercy, Watson, those are small words, don't have to worry about that. To the rescue, capitalize. And one really important thing is we need to underline our book title. Okay, so I introduced and hooked you. I have told you my book. Now I get to tell you my opinion. My opinion is that Mercy is spoiled. And I found that right on my plan. Remember, you wrote your opinion right here, and I just put it into a sentence right there. Now I get to start my reasons. My first reason is that she sleeps in a human bed. I'm going to start with a transition word. One reason. And second graders, these transition words can be found in your red writing folder. It is on a brown piece of paper that you've used before. It looks like this. These were our transition words for our narrative and informational writing. But now when we have opinion writing, we're going to turn to the back of the brown paper, and you'll see all the ones that I'm going to start to use. For example, one reason, another example, in addition. So make sure you spell them correctly because they're in your red writing folder on your transition word paper. So one reason, Mercy is spoiled is she gets to sleep in a human bed. So there's my reason, but now I'm going to start to give a little bit more. She has a bed like a real human, or I could say person. She doesn't sleep in a pet bed. So I'm trying to convince you, right? She's spoiled. She sleeps in a human bed, not a pet bed. Another reason I'll go back to my plan. My next reason is she gets all the toast she wants. Okay. Another reason, Mercy is spoiled, is Mrs. Watson, capitalizing her name. Mrs. Watson makes her all the hot butter toast she wants. Oops. Okay. I'm going to tell them, here's my elaboration, telling more. She gets huge plates of toast stacked from the floor to the table. That is a lot of toast. Okay, so now I'm moving on to my last reason. She eats at a real table, because if she's a real pig and she's spoiled, she is getting treated like a human and eats at a real table. So here's my transition word. One last, ooh, now I get to turn my paper over. I love when I get to go on the back side. One last reason. Mercy is spoiled. Is she gets to eat inside at a real table. And I'm going to tell a little bit more. I'm going to even talk about that. She sits in her own chair and she gets her own plate. She even gets her own chair and plate. Lucky Mercy. She eats with her human parents. Okay, so there was my last reason. I gave my reasons and I told a little bit more each time. So if I look through my checklist, introduction, book title, character, opinion, I have my reason 1, 2, and 3 telling a little bit more. And now I get ready to restate my opinion with an ending. Mercy is one spoiled pig. Restating my opinion because I'm trying to convince somebody that she is spoiled. Read this book and tell me your opinion of Mercy. Okay, so I've wrapped it up. Now I'm going to write love, comma, Mrs. Wilkinson. All right, friends. Now you have this letter that came in your packet, except for it looks like this. I color-coded it just for you so you can see all the parts that match your checklist. So use this as you get ready to write your opinion letter with your plan. All right, second graders, so excited for you. All right, friends, you just learned how to write your first opinion letter. So let's look back at our learning target one last time. All right, so today we are writing an opinion letter so that you could share your opinion about a character from your book. I want you to make sure you do all of these things, which are the same things on your checklist, right here. So now it's your job to get started on writing. And when you finish your letter, use your checklist. And then I want you to submit it to your teacher so that they can see your writing too. All right, friends, off you go to writing.